All right, I'm a flat rate master, and today we're going to do a impressions video on the Milwaukee tap and die. Obviously, this is not a tool you want to have to use, but Milwaukee has come out with their own set of tap and dies, and we're going to talk about some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't like about it. Now, I have the metric set, obviously, because, well, I deal in metric. They also have SAE. So one of the best features about these taps and dies is the laser etching. What they've done is they've laser etched the sizes. Now, if you've ever used tap and dies, reading the sizes is a nightmare. It's get granny glasses on, flashlight, trying to figure out if you've got the right size. These are laser etched just like their sockets. Now, obviously, got to use them, but hopefully you're not using tap and dies that much that you're wearing the laser etching off, but judging by the sockets, I don't think that'll be a problem. Actually very readable even for my old eyes. Now, one of the things I really like is the die wrench. Now, the die wrench is something that is always the bane of anybody using a die is, well, popping it in. It's held in with balls, meaning it's easy to remove, easy to reinsert. And because of the laser etching, it's really easy. The laser side goes out. Really easy to quickly start fixing threads. Let's talk about the tap wrench. It's Most tap wrenches suck. We all know they do. Fitting them in tight spaces. It's just a collet style with a pin that goes through it. The pin is probably going to be coming out. I don't think it's going to be really a very useful thing. Just go out and buy yourself a set of tap sockets from Lisle. Way better than trying to use a tap wrench like this. I generally don't use them or recommend you use them at all. So quick note about tap and dies. Tap and dies are to create new threads, not repair threads. You need a rethreading kit for fixing threads. Tap and dies are for making new threads, meaning let's say you threads rip out of a hole and you have to tap it to a larger size. You can do that with a tap. Same with a die. Like, let's say you've got a bolt that isn't threaded far enough to replace the bolt that got broke or whatever. You can take a die and increase the depth of the threads, like if you've got a shoulder bolt. That's the point of a tap and die set, not to fix threads. You can fix threads, but it's easy for that to go really wonky. You're better off with rethreading dies. I think this is a great option, especially if you want to get away from some of the junk that Irwin's now putting out, Hansen, as well as the tool trucks, because a lot of that stuff is rebranded. You know, quick note about rebranded tools on the tool trucks. Now, Snap-on has started producing their own tap and dies. Matco is, I think, Astro is now making theirs, but I could be wrong about that. They've got a couple different lines. Mac obviously is Irwin Hansen because, well, they own them, but it's all, for the most part, going to be rebranded except Snap-on. So this is a good, more affordable option than tool trucks. And hopefully, unless you're in a machine shop, well, if you're in a machine shop, you're not buying these anyway. You're buying machine shop grade tap and dies because they're going to get a lot of abuse and they're substantially more expensive than these. So hope you enjoyed this first look at Milwaukee's tap and die kit. As always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.